Why, hello there. How we doing, everyone? I've gone a little kooky, as you might see. But no matter. We shall carry on with the hunt, boys and girls. Okay, on a serious note, how are we doing, everybody? I hope swell. Oh no, I forgot to turn off the volume on my TV. Sorry, guys. Let me do that real quick. A dog sees me like hurling myself onto the bed like, what the hell? I'm like, I just need the remote. Hey Vens, good to see ya. I just finished your vid while I was about to go live. You can tell when it was recorded then, it's like, oh, filthy one. I see. I feel like we had a conversation right after that. Hey Pokemon, good to see you. Yeah, good way to start the stream. Yeah, just forgetting to turn my volume down so you guys aren't hearing me double slashing shit on the audio. Dilbro Baggin. Greetings, chat and Loki. Here's to a legendary stream. Praise the sun, my friend. Howdy, welcome on in. Also, hello, Xavier. Oh no, it's Crazy Hentai Boy. Crazy Hentai Boy. Listen. I don't think you know what Crazy Hentai Boy is. What in the world could you possibly be talking about? Okay, you know what? Never mind. I'm so sorry for the audio. Audio wasn't a problem. I didn't mind thens. I thought it was okay. Yeah, I made a tweet kind of explaining why my audio and such was so bad. It's fine. It's your first thing anyway. That's where we learn trial and error. And I think my first Sinclair, my first podcast was with Sinclair, and we at the time had I think my audio was so bad, it was spotty, so like every other word I said was being blanked out, so you couldn't quite hear everything in recording, which is a bit of a shame. Because I think it was like I can't remember if it was the Sullivan podcast, or it was one of my early podcasts, but I ended up, that's one of the podcasts where I'm like, okay, I gotta figure out how I can fix that, get new mics and all that. I think I might need to get new headsets, because, oh boy. It's not looking good with my headset, chat. One of these ears, I think, is going to go out. I didn't really look too hard with how they... Yeah, it doesn't look too dense of a forest outside these opening trees. Though, I'll be honest, I like how they handle the trees here. Oh. No. Oh my god, you don't die. Also, excuse me. Thank you. Oh, you're almost dead. Okay. That problem solved. Well, at least you didn't mind it. Yeah, if there's other people who complain, fuck them. I was able to understand what you were doing, and it didn't bug me. Though I will admit, I think there was an issue, and again, I don't know how much this is my headphones. I could only hear you from one side of my audio, and I've been struggling to... I think it's my headphones, though, because I was struggling to get the audio working in that same ear when I was starting this up, but it seems to be working now. But yeah, I think I need to get a new wire or a new headset. The problem is I feel like I'm constantly buying myself new earphones. Like, every year I feel like I'm buying myself new ones. Maybe it's every 2 years, but it's just way too often. Just give me working pair, so I don't have to ever worry about this shit. Oh. There we go. There are a few times in the video where it sounds like I dropped a bomb or something because the background audio gets loud. Yeah, the only thing I noticed with your background audio is that sometimes I could hear you typing and stuff, which is obviously not ideal. That's like the only thing I could really complain about with the background audio, if I were to think of it. Oh no! It's stuck in one ear. Acer, it's in mono, so you didn't notice. Gotcha. Yeah, it's not noticeable when you're, at least when I was watching on TV. Speaking of audio problems. Oh, okay, sure. Wow, that was close. I was close to going mad there. Just a little bit. Yeah, we need to open this shit. Okay. Is there any... You know, I don't need to open this, this shortcut. So, I'll just leave it as is. Because I'm like, wait, is there any situation where I'm like, hey, I need to take shots of this with the doors actually open? God, that's so much more effective. Piercing on Kin is so stupid. Anything on the doors I should be looking at? No, they're just doors. Plain old doors, typical stuff that you'd expect, like little like lion man face thing here, flower, crown with some like scepters, like pretty generic crap. Generic Victorian style crap. This is the lake. I think I want to keep the plant. If I remember right, Willem's got friends up here, right? Yeah. Pardon me. Willem, your garden's attacking me! Oh. I don't remember if any of you respawn, so just excuse me while I leave. Sorry, just gotta think about the website. Very important. We'll come back for our friend here, though, but looks like, yeah, it's not bad. This area doesn't get too difficult in New Game Plus. Okay, gotta go. Have a good dream. Thanks, Thens. Oh. Oh, that's awkward. Sorry, I'm going back to Dreamland. Oh. Alrighty, chat. Where shall we be off to next? I think now it's time for us to start entering the DLC. I think now's a DLC moment. So I'm thinking, anything... I'm thinking, yeah, just go straight to DLC. I can't remember if we did Canehurst in my Let's Play either yet, so we're gonna have to check that out, because if I haven't done, or if I haven't done Canehurst yet, we'll have to do Canehurst. But let's start with doing the DLC. So I want to go to Odin Chapel. Did you ever find that other video you recommended? God damn it, Xavier. Why did you have to remind me? I finally forgot. I was like, oh, it's in the back of my mind. This brain will never remember. It won't nag me anymore. And then you had to drag it back up. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, caramba. Oh, no, this is it's the other entrance. Whoopsie. Oh. Okay. Hello. Sir? Sir? Thank you. Ooh, spooky ghost story. I'm assuming that's a no. I'll be honest, Xavier, I don't even remember if that's a no or not. That's the worst part. It just reminds me because it's like 3 times I forgot. So this is normally where they would have the thing into the... Yeah, this is where they would normally have the entrance to the chapel. Again, I do love how they casually fixed the statues that were done wrong. So like I guess one of the guys who did the map here was like, oopsie, this shouldn't be this way. It doesn't open from this side, oh no. Whatever will we do? Oh, that's not what I want to do. I keep forgetting this is an Elden Ring. So yeah, just having stuff clip through. Gotcha. Gotcha. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Alright, so there's two ways I can handle this. Let's go the straight up route first. Let's go the straightforward way. Ow. I mean, if you want to play like that. Oh, I almost got you. Oh, of course it misses. I swear, shotgun is useless. Oh. Also, weapons instantly at risk. That's a great way to start. Oh no. Whatever will I do? So I'm finally watching your Elden Ring VODs, and one of them is out of order on the playlist. Where can I tell you about that in the Discord? Put that in, God, I don't have anything outside of typos for the website, huh? Put it under typos. Yeah, just go to report to Loki and throw it under typos. We'll count that as a typo. Yeah, it's kind of like, I guess suggestions, but suggestions is more for if you guys have, like, newer original ideas for stuff. So just put it on the Discord under typos, and I'll make sure I can put it back in order. Yeah, I just fixed this playlist, because, like, the last stream I didn't put in the proper order. It was at the end of the VOD list. Go on. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Wait, what's that thing that... There's a weird effect. Huh. Ow. That's interesting. Ow. I can't believe that missed me. Okay, sure. Yeah, the weird thing is when he swings his weapon, it looks like the fog effect when they disappear, almost. So it's like, that's not blood. Ahem. Miyazaki. Excuse me? Excusez-moi? There we go. Oh. Old hunter gloves. Say it ain't so. Yes, Doug? Oh, I see. You want love. Of course you want love whenever my hands are occupied. Get down on the floor. Gun. Down. Down. I have a stream to get on with. Doggy. Down. Lay down. Now. Lay down. There we go. Good boy. Sometimes you just gotta say it to their faces, chat. There we go, some blood vials. Aren't there dogs or something that come charging me from here? Like, I feel like this is a death trap. Nope, no dogs. So far. Just beasts. Okay. There's the dogs. I see. Man, I want to get a good shot of you dogs at some point, but it's really hard, because you do this. Yeah, you go cower. Yeah, you do that cowering shit. You're really good at it. There we go. Sir? He's scared of me, and this one's like, no, I can take him. This guy's the smartest beast of them all. Oh, did you guys kill the dogs or something? Did they outnumber you? Ah. I see. God, these enemies! Making them... Actually, to be fair, my weapon is at risk, so I'm doing less damage probably than I should. We can't open this gate, so this is pretty much blocked. Yeah, you go attack all those guys instead. Yeah, it's not just the cleaver either. It seems to be that the hammer also does it. Gun. There we go. Oh, darn. I thought I had that on perfect timing. Okay. No, that's too early. Gotcha. So I gotta do it really late. Oh, darn, too close. Yeah, you can't point blank with guns, ironically enough. It just doesn't work. Darn it. You're too slow, gotcha. Oh, but that torch is really easy to parry, okay. Darn. Darn. Oh, did I ever, I don't think I ever updated my runes to my proper Odin rune. I have to double check that. Well, excuse me, sir. Wait. Wait, how did the trap not work? Wait, what? Nani? What? Oh. Ow. There we go. We go this way. Look at them chat. They're so adorable as they try to hide. Foul beasts. Right, that's good. Oh. You almost sniped me. Oh. Oh no, it's too early. Yeah, wow, I'm just way too early on those shots. Alright, let's try this. Oh, come on, do it. Oh, of course you hit me. There we go. Let's see. Let's see. Jump wasn't invented yet, sadly. Unfortunately. It's like, I see. Gotta do this little hop skipping around. Did you fix the Melina typo where you put Millennia? No, I haven't yet done that either. I gotta do that. Again, that's stuff that if you guys want, you can drop that in Discord. That's the best way to get it, because it's like, oh, hey, I get a notification on that on my Discord, and I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta go through that list. Oh, look, there's some typos I gotta fix. Because, knowing me, I will forget things within, like, 5 minutes of me saying them, so... It's just much easier for all parties involved if you guys just kind of leave a record I can consult in typing. Yeah, I think we should be good here. Yes, we have this one here. I really don't care for you guys. Like, I honestly don't care. Go have fun. Oh, you. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, does this guy do, dodging unlike some of the others? Oh my god, can you stop? There we go, he did some dodging. Oh. Yikes, I've never been in this situation. Where I forget to do blood bullets before that. Go on. Nope. There we go. Okay. Again, I don't see too much I want to get shots of. Hey, we get a nice look at the baby. Maybe I can get new shots up here? We got the Cainhurst symbol there. Oh. Yeah, so we can go there. Yeah, there's something here. Molotov cocktails? Oh no, there's a giant ball of fire coming at me. Who would have thunk? Miyazaki's like, I gave them forewarning. My fans understand my code. There we go. I'm just about to ask about the smoke. They leave smoke when they take steps as well. Yeah. I was because I was like, is that the same thing when they take steps? But I didn't get a clear look at it when he was dodging. But yeah, because I vaguely recall something like that, like a blurry type of thing. So I'm very curious about that because it seems to be unique to them. I don't think other enemies in this area do it. It doesn't just seem. I guess it could be like blood corruption, like they have so much of that stuff that it's like this big black. No, because it almost has this gaseous look to it. It doesn't quite look like blood. And it almost looks like kind of when they disappear. Most curious. Either way, we got a good look around here. Again, I'm gonna just quickly double check, make sure we haven't, Oh no, you're alive. Okay, 1 second, let me repair my weapon and then get rid of you. Uh-huh. Alright, see ya, lady. Oh wait, speaking of, we can go back here, huh? Nice! Now let's get to Hemwick. Now we want to be here. Which is about? Alright, so, let's see. Playlists. I don't think we ever went to Cainhurst on stream. I think that was before I got my streaming set up for PS5. Yeah. I'm not seeing anything that's... Yeah, because I think... yeah, basically, we pretty much just did Yahar'gul, Yahar'gul DLC, and then Chalice Dungeons. Yeah, okay. Yeah, nothing... Oh, no, we already know how that goes, so we want to go this way. Ayo! Hello, Nobre. Moving on. Right. Do I want... Oh, gosh, of course. How is it that you... Whatever. Whatever, it's fine. Range be damned. And this guy comes... I'll be honest, I didn't get any feedback, so I was skeptical if I even hit him. There we go. And we're done. Woo! Sir. Sir. I get it. You really want to make sure I go down, but, you're kind of dead. Please stop. Oh, wow. It's that slow. Oh, my. Dang, that is super slow. It's... Gone. Nah, it's too late. There we go. Okay, I've got the other Odin rune equipped. I'm good. 33K. Okay. Okay, you two, you done? Sir? Dang, I keep... So slow. Ow. Oh, I see. Ow. There we go. Okay, I figured it out. I think I realized the difference between these weapons, finally. It's not the actual shooting is slower, it's the recovery after the shooting is slower. So you can't, like, shoot chain hits or anything as quickly. Alright, so we go here. Was Bloodborne basically Demon's Souls 2? No. It's a completely different game. If the question is, was it originally started or planned as Demon's Souls? I don't know, I don't think we'll ever know. But from by all indications, I would say no. The evidence seems to suggest that they were at least calling it Demon's Souls 2 when they first started out, because, well, what else are you going to call the game when you're going back to Sony, who specifically want you back to make another quote-unquote Demon's Souls, etc.? It's like, oh, hey, they want us to do what we did with Demon's Souls again, after we proved how wildly successful it was with Dark Souls. What a shocker. Love wonderful ghost horsies who will soon be dead. Wonderful ghost carriage. Oh. Oh no! Get me on! Get me on! No! What did I do, chat? What did I do? Get me on! Get me on! I'll go to your stupid castle! Just please! Get me away from those canines! Those blasted dogs! I mean, there was Umbasa dialogue from Father Gascoigne. There was Umbasa dialogue for a lot of characters. That does not mean much of anything. That's like saying, oh my god! From Software included a reference to their past games in their latest game. That's never happened before, said no one ever. Yeah, it's like Umbasa, like, that doesn't mean anything. And to the castle we go. Do you love those low textured rocks on close-up, chat? I Thank you for your service. Ah, no, why'd you give me more? The stupid doll is never gonna be dead at this rate. Thank you, sirs. Okay, dumb question. What happens if I die here? Can I not come back? Or did they summon the ghost chariot and we do this all over again? I'm actually kinda curious. Wait. Where did this secret island thing go? What? This wasn't here from the Hemwick look, is it? No, I'm pretty sure there's no, like, random low-texture poly mountain with, like, 3 tree... Hello, dog. Please, dog. Don't do that. There we go. And over here, yeah, this is the standard crap. This doesn't count. This doesn't count. This doesn't count. This counts, though. Okay. So if we do something like this. I don't think I need this shot, but... You know what? I should have thought about that when I put on Crazy Town, that I wasn't going to do the shit I normally do with that. Maybe I should have thought that one through. There we go. Anything up here we want? Not really. Yeah, I get you, ghosties. I understand. Just admiring your architecture. Architecture. I can't really get a clear look at that shield-looking symbol. See if there's any, like, noticeable details on it that we could compare to past titles. Let's focus on just the Hemwick stuff. Because I feel like my existing shots for Hemwick and Canehurst have like there's 2 shots that are like super similar to each other, like it's just a slightly different angle. I think I'm just like I feel like I could do better if I want to like emphasize Hemwick or the mansion. I can do it from here or something like that. Yeah. And yeah, this is too low. That we don't want. Oh, I didn't notice these marks here before. This is cool. This might be something worth including in a analysis of... I wish I could get a good angle on all of them, but... And the good angle we kinda have here is ruined by frickin' icicles, of course, naturally. Yeah. No! Icicle-chan, why? There we go, something like this, maybe? Actually, to be honest, looking closer at these details, I'm not too familiar with how snow and ice work, but I don't think this is how tracks would... Yeah, I don't think this is how a lot of tracks from carriages would look, but again, I could be wrong. I'm not used to cold stone getting constantly trampled on by heavy wheels and horse hooves. the beautiful, the lovely, the absolute perfection that is Cainhurst Castle. With no problems whatsoever. It is an absolutely flawless area. No sarcasm at all. Numbing Mist. Yes, worship. Yeah, you see how the Cainhurst people, they worship in there. I've been waiting for you guys all game, to be honest. Dang it. Aggroing two of them was my mistake. Dang it. Of course you dodge. Oh. Darn. Curses. Icicle-chan. Loki-senpai noticed me! Never! Stay unnoticed forever, you stupid block of ice. Well, we all know this was happened because I wasn't wearing my crazy headgear. Never gonna leave home without it again. Is there like something back here? I can't remember. No, there's just a... Oh, no, there is something back here. There is the back path, though. Alright, ready for a bunch of rocks to start burping up insect shit? Here we go. They just come out of the rocks. Okay, you know what? Ow. Ow. I swear, I hope these things can't pick up echoes, otherwise this is gonna get really awkward. Oh, yeah. Come on. Come on! I gotta load back in. Alright, this time I'm prepared. Low range was not the way to go with these guys. You want some good old-fashioned sweeping. Yeah, I think if I get one, like, light charge attack, we'll all be good. Yeah, just coming out of the rocks, thank you. Oh. Oh no, this is working even worse. You guys just are not effective for my weapons. It's so weird because I don't think I've ever had these enemies give me so much trouble before. But a new game plus, boy. The extra HP at least is making them a little more obnoxious. There we go. I was wondering if shooting did anything, but looks like the answer is no. Okay, what if I do? There we go. Well, that worked, but that was at elevated ground, so... And that worked. So if I aim for them, it can't work. The problem is that I can't just, like, sweep them up because they're too short. Ow. Of course. Oh boy, I feel like Canehurst is gonna be a fun area. I wonder how Martyr Logarius is gonna turn out. Because he was kind of a pushover when I was playing my new game run. You done there, pal? Alrighty. I don't see it. That makes me nervous. Yeah, I don't see my echoes. Oh, no. There, you have it. There we go. We got that all back. All's right in the world. Alright, Warm Bloodstone. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't like any of this. If I could, like, lower the camera and get, like, a wider shot of, like, just that hole like that. Like, if we got, like, a shot like this without the character in the way, this would be kind of fine. I would want it slightly tighter, but, like, something like this, maybe lower to the ground, would be perfect. But we don't got that angle, unfortunately. Because Bloodborne isn't on PC! Get on it, Sony! Why do you gotta make things so hard? Well, this is not working, so... Yeah, I don't like that either. There we go. Just don't want to aggro the other one. Holy hell, that turning. There we go. Got at the angle I wanted. Oh. You are kidding me! Of course that other one notices me, even though I'm not even in his line of sight. Go on. Oh no, they're dumb. They're stupid! Oh. Oh, ow. There we go. Where was I? There we go. This is what I love about my weapon. Just get at the right angle and stun lock them. And dead. Frenzied cold blood, say it ain't so. Frenzied cold blood. Numbing mist. No. There we go. I do love how I'm trying to kill these enemies for items that I really don't need or use. I find it endlessly amusing, my obsession with exploring areas, when I already know what kind of rewards I'll be getting. Now let's see. Oh, there's our favorite. I don't remember the tower being shaped like that, but I don't know. Cainhurst is weird with how it handles shit. Yeah, open your gate. They are not happy I've disturbed them. Well. Thank you. Well, sorry, ladies. I will be leaving you to your eternal rest. Finally got some chunks. Yeah, this is the area where we want to get chunks, right? So definitely want to explore this place first before going back to the DLC. Nothing else here. Oh no! Oh no! My noble's dress I wore, like last episode. Oh no. Oh yeah, chat. I want to show this to people, so we're gonna kill these enemies. I'm actually impressed they let the table not get destroyed. I'll be honest, I was not expecting that from this game. It's the same black fog effect we see with the hunters in the nightmare. Just FYI. Yeah, these can get destroyed though. That's neat. Anyway, where is it? See, well, some of this stuff we see in Chalice dungeons and stuff, right? But the thing I found especially cool that they included some of the stuff that they have hanging up there, the beast skull. There it is. You got one here. There's one here. There's another behind us. These are the statues in Upper Cathedral Ward. The many-eyed figures covered in hoods. Very neat little environmental detail. Now again, environmental storytelling in Bloodborne is honestly pretty... I wouldn't... let's just say it has its highs and lows. It's overall definitely not the best the franchise has ever done, but... At the very least, the story they're trying to tell with these environments is interesting. Now where was I? Yeah, That's Logarius's, little castle area we have to go to. For some reason, when we're inside, they deload it, even though we have these windows. Speaking of echoes, there's an echo in your audio. Is that so? Let me double check. Huh. I don't know why there would be. My TV is... I'm gonna have to get that checked out then, Platty. Because I have no idea what's causing that echo. Volume should be the same. Yeah, volume and gain is about the same as always, so... I'll look into that. Thanks for telling me. I hope it's not too distracting for this. Oh. There we go. Oh, over here. There you are. And he's down. He is done for. So you have the island here, but then you have another one over there? Like, what awkward... What an awkward setup. Okay, yeah, here's our tower. Maybe it's just the angle, and I couldn't see the actual top of the tower. I could only see the spiral bit. Yeah, I can imagine getting hidden. It's low enough. Aw, darn. Well, nowhere else to go but down. Thank you. Appreciate it, sir. Thank God the old man is incredibly feeble and just lets himself get stunlocked. Oh, darn. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Perfect timing. I need to go back anyway. Executioners? Say it ain't so. What would executioners be doing here in Canehurst with a bunch of dead ghosts? It makes no sense, I tell you. This lore, it's so convoluted. There we go. I already have this item, so I can't really add it, can I? Oh well. Just the game audio, not your voice. Ooh, let me check there. I may know exactly what the cause. No? Huh. Strange. That is so odd. Let me double check here because, what's the... properties... configure... So yeah, game capture, da-da-da... Not seeing anything on my audio with troubles either, guys. Let's try under settings instead. See if there's anything different here. It's taking the same audio that's in my headphones, so what I'm hearing isn't double, so... Yeah, I don't know what could cause the double, then everything else is muted, so... Oh, you know what? Let me check my Discord. No, I don't have it running there either. Okay. Okay, guys. In that case, we're just gonna have to, like, do a test stream tomorrow or something and figure that out. Yeah, sorry if anyone else is having that issue. Where should we go from here? We want to probably head up the library, get to Logarius, then afterwards we'll go back to, Byrgenwerth, finish that up, and then finish off with some of the stuff in the Nightmare, and then we can say it was all worth it. No. Woo! Alright, we do that. Now we want to go here. Forsaken Castle, Canehurst it is. Yeah, it's really weird. I've no idea what could be causing that problem, Platy. Like I said, my headphones are going bad though, so it could just be that. It could be maybe it's causing some issue with the software detection. So it's like, I don't know, picking up like each ear individually or some shit. I don't know. Either way, I gotta look into getting new headphones. I do not trust these to keep working. I only have like one item in here. I don't want to deal with all of you, so... There are just so many of you. Evelyn! Bye-bye! Actually, is there anything back here? No. This is just empty space. There are ghosts everywhere. Just keep cleaning, just keep cleaning. God, more chunks. Thank you. Keep them coming. Hello, sir. Bye-bye, sir. Ow. Why did I jump? I don't know. I feel like this game has the most sensitive jump button of all the FromSoft titles. It feels like I constantly jump when I don't. Like, what? Like, oh my god, I gave it like a full second of releasing the button and it still registered that. Holy hell. What an odd little situation. Like the way you have to kind of get it to let you dodge roll instead. God, that sound effect. ASMR me, daddy. Give me those Kanehurst servant ASMRs, please. Oh. There's that option too, but first we want to go here, right? So remember, right, there's some items you can only get here. Alright, so we got that one. Oh no! This hurts. Oh wow, the tables are sturdy. Right, this is why the tables are sturdy, because the ones in the dining room are the same ones used here. Right, I forgot, so that way they can make you have to go around. Man, don't you love whenever you want to get up in the morning, put on your night uniform, and start hunting beasts, you have to go to the library? Man, Kanehurst has some weird traditions. Excuse me. There we go. Pardon me. Don't mind me, just leaving. I'm just getting out of your hair. No problemo. Oh. You can fly, dumbass! Hello, room service. Oh, no one's home. Well, I guess I have the run of the place. Again, who invented this? Who thought this was a good idea on how to navigate this place? Again, I want to talk to the manager. Are you gonna fight the moon presence? Technically I already have. Watch the end of my playlist. I can predict the future. The moon presence's death has been foretold. Yay. I don't think there's anything here I want, right? Oh. There is this. Nice, more chunks. That was worth it. Man, how many people actually looked up and seen the ceiling to this place, huh? It's kind of neat. Being like, ah. Yeah, this is a full building. Yeah, nothing special here. Stupid old man. We laugh at the elderly here at Loki Souls. You heard it here first. Here on Loki's channel, we kill old men on the daily. Is it a senior citizen? He's probably evil. God, this flat... Guys, I don't know. What is it? I don't understand. Why am I being stopped? There's nothing here. Well, yeah, exactly, chaotic. Flores met Fauna and did not make it. I love laughing at sad old man. Laughing at sad old man, it's a From Software tradition. Okay, I think we just go here. And over here. And then over here. Which takes us down here. And brings us on over there! I'm dead. God. So, during the last week where I wasn't able to stream because of lots of real life stuff, I had to be on standby. But during that period, I was able to catch up on my anime. At least some of them. I'm starting to get through Eminence in Shadow. God damn. The anime adaptation, admittedly, isn't as funny, I think, as the manga, but it's still pretty funny. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I never got around to reading the light novels, but oh boy, I am very... Oh, sorry, doggy. I'm very happy with this adaptation. In fact, you know, we're going wireless. Because I'm tired of you getting your head caught on the wire. Before we have a incident where you get, like, the PS5 crushing your head or some shit. Sorry, dog. Looking out for you. Don't give me that look. Anyway, I was watching Eminence in Shadow. I was having a lot of fun with that one. It's kind of interesting how they do it versus how the manga adaptation does it versus how the light novel adaptation... Oh, sorry, the light novel source does it. Like, they really went with, we're gonna make it look more grounded and kind of, down to earth compared to the manga, which is just sort of off the walls like crazy in terms of style. And the light novel art style is kind of somewhere in between. To be honest, though, I really ended up liking it more than I thought I would. I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work. But they end up adapting it pretty darn well, all things considered. I think it helps in that once you kind of get the main joke, that you don't need all the internal monologue and dialogue. Like, sure, it makes it funnier having to hear the characters, like, go through their diatribe, but, like, once you like, know the gist of the joke, like, you could just let those kind of jokes pass, and it's like, oh, I get it, haha. The fence PNG. Yeah, it's like, just one flat text. The best part is, like, look, they have the non-flat versions here. But for some reason, they decided they wanted to use a different one that's just a flat PNG. I don't know why. Like, would it be this really that hard to, like, remove this from this model? Also, where the hell are my... Oh no, chat. Chat. Oh no. I think I forgot the, I think I forgot my echoes up on the roof. Darn. Well, I'm gonna have to go back another run. That looks like you could quit out there and preserve the death cam. It was definitely a fun little angle we got, huh? Oh god, One Piece 1081 is trending on Twitter for me. Wonder what it'll be. The current goings-on has been really juicy. I'm happy for One Piece fans, but like, holy crap, that series has gone on forever. Didn't Oda confirm that it's, like, almost done? Like, it's, like, 80% the way through or whatever? Which still means, like, what? 200 more chapters or something? Like, there's a lot more One Piece still. Alright, we're gonna go back one more time. Also, I just do find it funny how they give you the hunter's mark, so you can be like, oh, he's worshipping a hunter. He's a hunter who worships hunters. And it's, oh, it's an Ogarius! Okay, yeah, this is... anything else? Nope. Okay, let's do this then. Because I need to go back and set myself up anyway. And get back my echoes. It's like that area outside Sen's Fortress where the trees are literally just made of cardboard cutouts. Yeah, From Software, it's surprising what From Software does model. Even if it's like really low quality, like shitty texture models, it's still a model. And then other stuff, it's just like, nah, just pull out the billboard. It'll be fine. No one will notice. My helmet clips through walls. Oh my gosh. You can tell they didn't design anything around this thing. They were just like, let's put it in, it looks cool. He's confirmed he has an end game, and I think it's coming in the next couple of years. Yeah, it's going to take at least a couple of years for One Piece, because, like I said, it's going to require, like, at least, like, another 100 or 200 chapters. And this is a weekly series, mind you, so that is going to translate into probably, like, 2 to 3 years. Yes, yes. There we go. Alright, so where are my echoes? Who has my bloody echoes? Do you have my bloody echoes? Woo! Okay. Woo. Yeah, that's the most important thing right now. Oh, I see the echoes. They're there. Darn, I was too late on that. I thought I could dodge extra time. Oh, that doesn't work, huh? Okay. There we go. That works, though. Give me your heart! The heart is the true essence. And I got my stuff back. Woo! Okay, now, I could go fight Logarius with 400k and probably die. Or I could spend all my stuff now. Hey, Night Scout. The Mensis Cage continues the legacy that started with PS3 Monk's head wrapping. Yep, the stupid headwear that clips through everything. The PS5 remake shrunk the thing. The PS3 original was a wondrous tornado. I don't remember the size of the original looking at pictures. I have to double check and put them side by side. Alrighty. The echoes were on the awning before the drop. Yep, thank you, Platty. 400k. Okay. Alright, so what do we want to fight Logarius with? That's not gonna work. Okay, so I'm thinking we do Call Beyond, because I feel like I could get a few hits of that off. I actually think Augur Vibrietis might be useful, because I think it can knock him down. Like, I'm pretty sure he gets knocked down by that. Black Sky Eye, in case we need to do Chip. I don't know if I want to use Fire or Bolt Paper for him, because I don't know if he's weak to either. Depending on like how big my DPS is, like how much HP he's got, I might use Beast Blood Pellets in a second round, but we'll try just one for now. Okay, since we're going into this fight, let's make sure we have enough for... Oh, we're about even, so I guess we'll keep the 54k. If we lose it, we lose it. I can get it back, like, going to Hemwick again for, like, 2 seconds. Ascend to Odin Chapel. Say it ain't so. Stats. Oh, I can do this. Good. Perfect. So next 2 blood rocks I get go into this. So if I ever do like side streams for this stuff, that's where I'm putting it all. Okay, let's see. What else can we possibly do in preparation for this fight? Oh, I don't know. I think that's it. I don't think we have any trouble against any weaknesses to my weapons and my loadout, so that should be good. Have you seen the clip of the Logarius Golden Dome that shows it's hits the ladder on every rung? They even put sound effects in the video. I feel like I've seen that a long time ago, but I completely forgot. But oh my god, now I remember. That is hilarious. Canehurst is just a nursing home. There's old people who scream at you, old people that attack you, old people that drink blood. It's just a nursing home. Okay, and then Night Scout. The Helm Ladder Snare honestly should have been had a sound effect in the actual game. Honestly, I agree. They should have thought this stuff and done like a little polish, but I understand. It's FromSoft. We can't expect that type of quality. Oh yeah, Bloodborne question. Some of the Chalice Dungeon enemies are called undead. What made them undead? A Canehurst tie, or were there more ways to create undead in Bloodborne? That's actually a good question to make. My understanding, at least tentatively, because again, I haven't done the deep dive on Pthumerians, so like some of like the undead giants and stuff, I'm kind of like being like, okay, I kind of get you, I'll shelve you. But my current like working hypothesis has been that they are a product of kind of similar to what we see in Yahar Ghul, where like you see like bodies and stuff being revived and turned into a bunch of like monsters and stuff like that. I feel like that's the same idea where you have Pthumerians sort of experimenting on people in a very crude, raw way, and that this got carried over into Yharnam culture with Yahar Ghul, which of course Yahar Ghul eventually kind of wanes off of over time, right? They start losing some of their roots despite their best efforts. People end up wanting to modernize with the wider culture, as it were. And that's how we get back to them working with Mensis and kind of reviving their old lineage, and leads to madness! It's crazy, crazy, I tell you. But yeah, that's my current working theory. I don't think it has anything to do with Annalise, or the undead queen, if that's the question. There we go. I think it was Sophie who had an idea also that maybe there's a similar thing going on with the church giants slash church servants, but I hold a different take on that front. I don't think the church servants or the church giants are dead. I get why, because the term for servant is a homophone with the term for dead. But the thing is, I feel that better applies to the messengers, which again are also kind of the same term is being used for servants, basically. I think that better applies there, and I just don't think that the church servants strike me, by all accounts, as alive, but they're sedated, and in the case of the church giants, they can't sedate them, which is why they have to use physical shackles and stuff. So, like, I think the undead giants are strictly a Pthumerian thing that's building off of the kind of ideas present in Yahar Ghul. Alrighty. Alright, so... we're gonna start with a Call Beyond. Just see how much the damage is. Wait, is he even in the... oh yeah, he's in the chair. Okay. I was about to be like, are you even seated? I really love the sound design. Like, this is a really good sound design for this cutscene. It really kind of gives that, like, he's like, he's been sitting here all this time and he's turned into the dead, but his ghost is still animating that rotten corpse. Half frozen. You hear, like, the subtle sound of, like, the bell. Now he's, like, back to normal. Alright, so we begin. Not bad. Damn, the explosion's that big? Holy hell. Oh no, your chair! Yeah, that's good. Alright, that was awful. Alright, let's see what the actual damage looks like. Oh. Oh, he can actually dodge. Ow! You meanie. Ow. His damage is high though. That's pretty yikes. No! Yeah! Woo! Woo! Dang it, that was too early. Okay. Want to go back to range mode? No, range was great. Ow! Woo! Okay. New Game Plus, he's actually kind of threatening. There we go. Ah, darn. I should have done that slightly earlier, huh? There we go. I'll be honest, I thought I would get the thing off. That's too early. Darn. Nope, that's not gonna work. Ah, come on, interrupted it, darn. There we go. Woo! Ouch. Alright. There we go. No! I was not close enough! I should have dodged into it. Oh, of course it does an aura thing. It can't just be normal. Oh. Darn. Oh no. Ah! Whoop. Whoop. Alright. Come on. Yeah! And dead. Woo! Yeah, okay, Augur of Ebrietas was the MVP of that fight. Absolutely 100%al. That was all Ebrietas. What's this? I own another crown? Well, don't mind if I do. Good game. Thank you. Thanks for the GGs. This Scythe and Church Pick don't have any visual overlap, right? Yeah, no, it doesn't, Night Scout, unfortunately. Yeah, again, this is the problem with them copy-pasting over Logarius. They don't really have a lot of good, like, ooh, can we get, like, some decent lore? It's like, okay, he has a Scythe, which doesn't do any tricks. He has a Sword, which, again, doesn't do any tricks. It's just, like, standard weapons. And they don't have any, like, fancy look. Like, again, this is one of those things where if there's ever a Bloodborne remake, I'd be, like, fully redesign Logarius. Like, completely, like, maybe you can take, like, elements and maybe some of the general silhouette, but, like, completely redesign it so it looks more like a proper executioner who's, like, was part of the church. Like, you can actually kind of get an idea of, like, his weapons and stuff maybe either being unique weapons or being kind of derivatives of other ones. You know, kind of like Gascoigne, right? Like, Gascoigne doesn't wear the Black Church set exactly, right? It's not a copy-paste or anything. But it's close enough that you understand, oh, okay, he was a Black Church hunter, right? Oh. Uh-huh. Sure. Like, excuse me. Alright, unopened summons. Thank you. Never know when this might come in handy. Yay. Anything else? No? Man, that was, again, some of these fights have been down to the wire. I guess Logarius' sword is the Drake sword. I think it's the same type of weapon, which is like a, I think it's an Eastern sword from Indonesia, I think? I can't remember the exact origin. But I think it's something like that. Alright. Let's see. Where do we want to go now? Back to Crazy Town. Let's move this. I don't think I need anything to zoom in on at the moment anyway. No, we're good. You know what I do need? I actually do want this because we're gonna try something. I don't know if this is gonna work, by the way, chat. But I'm kind of hopeful that I can make it work, if that makes sense. First, let's see if we can get a level up. No, we'll be coming right back, so. Alright. I can't remember if we did, the proper quest with Alfred last playthrough, but, well. I guess we're gonna be skipping him, and if I already did him, well, I guess we never do his quest on stream. Darn. Also, why am I doing this? Please, stop game. Why are you doing gestures when I don't want you to? Why? What did I do? Oh, I see. It's when I It seems to be... It seems to be a thing when you press the X button? I think? I don't know why. I don't know why it does that, though. But for some reason, I'm gesturing with my, my standard X button. Like, what? No, we don't need anything here. Anything we need here? Nope. Okay, let's do Byrgenwerth real quick, then. No, yeah, it's here. She sees someone shows up and immediately demands that they kneel. Annalise is cut from the same cloth as Nishanter and Godric. Camera clip through Annalise's mask. I think people have done that online. I don't think I can accomplish that, but I don't know, maybe. Okay. Now, excuse me, chat, while I take a real quick look at my Byrgenwerth post and make sure I have nothing involving the doorways that I would want to get shots of. I don't think so. But if there's any case where it's like, oh, I can get this shot, but with the door closed, wouldn't that be neat? The answer would be no, not really, but I'm kind of OCD like that. Nope, just the building. Just the building. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything with the doors closed that I haven't already gotten. Reminder. Yeah, we want that with this. Uh-huh. That's just the lecture building. Man, I hope nothing's trying to sneak up on me right now. That would really suck. Man, a monster could just come up from behind me, jump on my head, and cause me... Ah! That's exactly what I was afraid of! Get off me. I was like, I hear them getting closer. This is not going to end well. I just know it. Like, there's just no way in hell they're going to let that through. Ah! No, again! Why must you give me that ear-piercing screech? There we go. And this is why I love Blade of Mercy. Just keep on whamming on them. Oh, yeah. Just slice and dice. Alright, so I'm not seeing anything with the front door being open, so I think it's safe to open it. Now, if I recall correctly, this door doesn't open from this side, right? You have to open it from the other side? Yeah. So the game wants you to go this way. I didn't check for this gate. Anyone coming? Thank you. You just stay there, buddy. I'm gonna go quickly check this gate. Let's see. Messenger. Yeah, this could be... So messenger providing lamplight. We have that. What about the statues that resemble... What's it called? Fishing hamlet. Yeah, let's do that. Check the statues. No, I already have plenty of statues that don't involve that. Messenger again. Oh, you know what I don't have? Messengers providing messages. I think I have a few shots of that, but not of the stuff I want here. So let's try that. Let's get that shot. Excuse me. Pardon me. Yep, this is all fine. Yep, so... Let's do it from up here. Ah, I keep forgetting about this stupid helmet, chat. Let's do it from minimum brightness first, so I can kind of work around that. Brightness. Actually, no, we'll do it from mid because I think no matter what, I'm gonna hate the minimum. I don't think that's gonna work for this. So let's see. We have something like this. Then we have something like this. Yeah, that's good. I think what's most interesting about this is that we see these types of statuettes, so it makes you kind of wonder. I assume that these were all made before the Hunter's Dream, right? So kind of interesting to think about. Were there hunters, were there, like, messages in the dungeons, lore-wise, that inspired this? Or was this just a concept that then they were like, oh, hey, we can exchange messages just like, Willem's statues kind of showed. Have the messengers do it for us. Because this is obviously supposed to represent, like, hey, raise the message to the stars, and hopefully they will communicate with us. Yada, 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 you know, that whole jazz. There we go. Also, again, thank you, random lighting. That serves no purpose other than to highlight that this is an exit area that we should draw our attention to. I really appreciate you. Yeah. So I think with those two shots, we should be good. And there's the windmill shot. We can actually see Byrgenwerth from up there, and now we... In fact, you know what? Yeah, like that. And this might be one of those shots where this will be useful, because you can kind of contrast it from the rest of the skylight. Anyway. Hell no. Ew. Ugly. Alright, now we can open the shortcut gate and not have to worry about this anymore. Byrgenwerth has some superfluous Dark Souls 2 shortcuts. This one I kind of get, because if you die against the choir person, they want you to have a quick and easy way where you don't have to go through all those enemies again. It's only like, what, 5 or 6 or whatever, but it's like, still, like, these are kind of obnoxious enemies that cause, like, a bunch of status effects and stuff, so like, okay, let's try to at least save you some time. This one's the one that I don't quite understand why this was made a shortcut, other than the fact that the model was made that way already, so it's like, well, gotta work with what we got. Did I open this door, or was this already open? Well... Wait, are you telling me that the only reason Yuria died and failed her guard duty is because she left the door open? Jesus fucking Christ, Bloodborne. Bloodborne, why? I didn't need to loot any of those things in Cainhurst, by the way, so if I ever regret this in a future stream, just tell future Loki that past Loki sends his regards. It's all his fault. Alright, so what we want to do, chat, because there's good old Yuria. What do we want to do with her? I think we blue elixir. We go it slowly until she starts approaching as she's scripted to. And then we try to run past her up the ladder and quit out and hoping she resets. There we go. If I'm not mistaken, Byrgenwerth was massively chopped up from what was originally intended. Yes, the lecture building was supposed to connect to where Willem's, quote-unquote, lunarium is now. Let's see if this works, chat. So those shortcuts probably made more sense when the rest of the school was still attached. I honestly don't know, because there's only that one entrance to it, but yeah, there may have been a fuller campus idea that would have helped you with, making it all work. Lunarium key... Alright, I think Yuria stopped. So I think quitting out can't work. The question is, can I make it work? Yeah. Can we make it work in the context of me trying to get a shot from, like, next to her? That's gonna be the question. We'll Well, she does go back to her spawning location, so that's good, right? I think it worked, chat. I think because of how her patrol works. Huh. Well, what do you know? Where's the message? Wait. Oh, there it is. Okay, I was about to be like, wait, does the message not spawn until she's dead? What? Okay, chat. This is a rare sighting. A wild Yurie. Not in its natural habitat. Why couldn't I become a Bergenworth student like those Menses folks? Why did they get to wear the uniform? Ree! Yeah, there we go. Let's get her good side. Yeah, that looks better. At least this way we get a little bit of lighting on her, and we can block out Damien. I think we go here. A little farther. There we go, and then we do this. Ah, that's a little too close. Darn. Okay. Okay, now we can do this. That seems a little too far, though, now. Well, we'll get a few shots in, so... First... There we go. Much better. Much better look at her lovely face. Hey, Sneed. Willem took away the balcony from the rowdy college students. Didn't want them jumping off when they get into their drunken parties. He's like, no frat boys in my learning establishment. Remember the adage. Lord's being said rowdy college student, exactly. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Is your Bloodborne character named after the Black Sky Eye NPCs? No, my character is named Locarius because I am Loki, and I wanted to sound kind of fitting for the setting as a joke, as are all my— Ah! Yurie, please understand. No, Yurie, it's okay, I promise. Thank God she doesn't know how to climb ladders. Who is this? Xavier, this is Yurie, one of the choir. The one who probably received the message that's on the couch next to her. A lot of these games rely on some door being open since the player doesn't get an ability to break staple doors down or gather that many keys. Outside of Dark Souls 2, like Dark Souls 2 gives you like a few doors where it's like, hey, you could just break this door because it's made of, you know, wood and you have an axe. But like outside of those extremely rare circumstances, yeah, the games just don't care. Alright, so what we want to do, chat, What I'm going to try to do is wait until Yurie comes back up. Once she's there, she'll be going over there. We position ourselves around the shot area I want, and then we'll quit out and come back in. And hopefully, much like the last time when we went up there, she'll just spawn back there, and we can try to get a shot from there without her spying us using the blue elixirs. In order to accomplish that, however, because she's like right there. Yeah, just get another shot here just for the lols. Now that that's done... Alright, I don't think I could be any safer between her lines of sight here and behind me, so we're gonna quit here, and we're gonna hope... Yeah, gonna do that. We're gonna hope this works. Dark Souls 2 has that. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, it's not very good. It's not useful. It's not a mechanic that ever is meaningful anyway. It's just one of those weird Dark Souls 2 things where they decide, hey, let's do this. Let's throw something at the wall and see if it sticks. Nope. I don't know if this works, but we'll see. Yeah, the problem is, Night Scout, I need to first get it where Yurie is not automatically attacking me, so I can try to stealth it. I want to get the shot of the note in the foreground and her in the background, but without, obviously... Yeah, no, that's not going to work. She automatically sees you the moment you get in, yeah. Darn. Darn. How is it not useful? Because there aren't many situations in like combat or something where it's like, oh, I want to break this door faster. Let me hit it. Like, it's used kind of in the opening area, but not really, because like the one time you find a door where it's like, oh, this door won't open or whatever, and one of the enemy NPCs actually walks up and opens it for you. So it's like, ah, that was useless. That's what we call pointless. Alright, so let us do our thing. Grab my echoes. Girl, I'm really trying hard to keep you alive. You're making this really difficult. Well, you didn't have a blue elixir active when you loaded in. Exactly, but that's the problem. I don't think I can be active with a blue elixir when I load in. Pretty sure it disables all my effects. But we'll try again. See, maybe it'll let me keep it if I'm fast enough. Oh, this works though. Okay. So let's see if this can be done. Yeah, she's already moving. Darn. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Yeah. Alright, let's see if I can keep my blue elixir long enough during this. Did you bait soldiers in the Forest of Fallen Giants? I don't recall reading an NPC to ever open a door there. It's not that you, it's not that the NPC, it's a scripted event. Basically, there's this, like, I forget if you need the Door of Pharos or something first, but there's some sort of, area in a dark room in the Forest of Fallen Giants in the Ford section that, basically it's a door, and the gimmick is, oh, the door, well, this door doesn't lock open from this side or whatever, right? And then, like, 2 seconds after you finish reading that, the enemy NPC automatically, like, comes in and opens the door when you approach it or whatever, right? So that's like the only time. And again, I don't know if it's strictly necessary. I think you can break open the door too. It's just that there's no point to breaking it because, well, no, yeah, it wait, did it give me back a blue? I think it gave me back the blue elixir though. I lost. That's neat. Okay, so I know what we're doing instead. Okay, we're gonna do something else. Alright, we're gonna do something completely different. We're gonna spawn here. We're gonna use a blue elixir, but we're gonna step back, let Yurie pass going down the staircase. Then we're gonna go over to the area, and we're gonna try to get a shot of her walking by the message instead. Because I think that's the next best thing. If we can't get her to actually load where she spawns and like keep her like standing there without a free cam, then I think this is gonna be the way we get the shot. I recall the Cyclops monsters breaking down doors along with walls in Aldea's Keep. Yes, they do that. Oh. Little early, but let's, Alright, so what shot? I think I need to go that way. Okay, I think I know what I need to do. Darn. Ow. Well. This is gonna hurt. I think I need to go behind the couch there, and that's the shot angle I might need. I think that's how I'll get the shot I want. Dark Souls 2 is fucking bizarre. I played Scholar, so when I think of First Area, I don't think of Force of Fallen Giants, I think of Hide, Tower of Flame. To be honest, I think you can go there first, technically, yeah, but, like, it's clear that the Force of Fallen Giants is supposed to be the quote-unquote tutorial area, right? Haida is kind of like the catacomb area, where it's like, hey, this thing is really hard, but not as extreme, because you can go through the catacomb skeletons a lot slower than with the Haida Knights. Let's see. Yeah, I think I know what we're doing. First, though, I need to have this on, because I can't make a mistake here. Also, just to be safe. It's not you, it's me. I can't trust you. Alright, so we don't need this. Let's just pick up our echoes. Having that chair broken is a bit shit, but we'll deal. I'm sure it won't get in the way of the shot. Yes, please. Actually, I wonder if this will work on its own. Again, reminder, all we need... Yeah, we just need her to go down her normal patrol route. Again, I don't like this angle as much, but it's something. Yeah, it's something. It's certainly something. Alright, let's try here, though, because we never tried seeing if she'll trigger here. Height is an alternative, but if I recall correctly, character dialogue most rarely points players toward the Force of Fallen Giants. Yeah, I think it's the Firekeeper or Solden, one of the two, is the one who's like, oh, head over to the forest with the giant's long sleeve, or something like that. Yeah, this angle works. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so the chair being destroyed is the biggest... is the L I have to take here. But other than that... Okay, so, but we do need... Yeah, I just don't think we're gonna get the angle for this because... there's just no way to disable her. Keep her non-aggroed. That said, I do have an idea now. Trigger her to come down, make her come down, but then, like, while she's, like, screwing around there, we run up the stairs before she does any spells or anything to destroy stuff up here, and then exit out, and then we try that. I love how I'm making Byrgenwerth infinitely longer. And then, like, next VOD, it's gonna be, oh, hey, Rom, die, Rom. Just instantly moving on. There we go. Yeah, come on. Why did you roll? Why? What could have possibly possessed you to roll? I don't understand you. Whatever. You dig the potion, prepare the shot, and take the photo as she's walking up. Yeah, that was another idea we had. But the problem is I'm not really happy with that shot as is. And I have to time it just right, so it's like, I'm thinking in the end, it's probably better if we just kind of accept that I'm never going to get this shot until we get Bloodborne on PC with free cam. I just feel like that's something I just kind of had to accept. Again, having the broken chair kind of sucks, but whatever. I'll live with it for this. Let's at least try to prove the shot is possible. So, yeah, we kind of proven it kind of can work. Kind of, sort of. Well, I've accepted that. We've gotten all the important stuff. You get to live for this stream, Yuri, but you'll be dead next one anyway. Alrighty, we're moving on. Hello, hello again, Thens. Welcome back. Thens, can you quickly just, you know, hop onto, like, PS5 hardware, jailbreak my thing remotely, and add in a free cam to Bloodborne? Pretty please, with a cherry on top. Promise I'll pay you. Now test it with the chair intact, and I think you'll be good. Actually, let's look at the shot by itself. What do we get? Yeah, other than the Damien summon in the background, which, again, nothing really we can do about that. Again, it's not ideal, but it's fine. I'm willing to do it. I'm not going to care about the chair right now. As much as it does irk me. Whatever, it's fine. With all the other shit on the floor, I'm sure no one else is going to notice, but... Yeah, it's not the best composition. But these are 4K screenshots, so what I can do is crop it to 1/4 the size. Just like, yeah, just get that, yeah, just get the regular 1080p image in the corner there. That'll probably be a better composition then. Yeah. Yeah. Again, I hate it, but it is what it is. Does Bloodborne Debug even have free cam? I could ask Abyss one, though. Console modding is a pain. Yeah, don't worry, Vens. I'm being facetious. It's just, I know Lance has gotten free cam on Bloodborne, but I have no idea. I have no idea how I could possibly get his thing on my stuff anyway, so I don't think it's gonna work. Get the chair shot now because future you might be irked by it being broken. Future Loki can suck it. Though you're right. Absolutely right. That's why I use RP CS3 Lamel. Had that experience taking photos for my stuff myself. Oh, you're absolutely right, a Night Scout, which is why I'm gonna leave this stuff as is, and we'll maybe come back to this in the future. Because for now it'll work for me to at least try to see if I can edit something together and maybe add it to the post. Until then, though, let's get back to our regularly scheduled stream. I have a little extra time, so let us continue to the DLC again. Anything else I want to do with this? I might have enough here. Oh, that may be a mistake. Yeah. Never mind, I might not. Just remember, Chad, it's like 376k or whatever. This is gonna be like, what? Yeah, 6k. Yeah, that's about what I was expecting. I was gonna be say like 6 or 8. Whatever. Alright. Back to the Hunter's Nightmare! Yeah, it sucks when you get a shot and then like you look later at your shot and you're like, oh, that was a good enough shot, and then you're like, ah, it's awful. There's that one little thing I wish I didn't do. Like ever since I got the power of free cam and can start looking at stuff without doors being opened or anything like that, I'm like, but like, why not have the door closed? It's so much cleaner. It's like I had to go back through all my Dark Souls 3 shots and like try to get them with the door closed on streams and stuff. It's like, wow. I'm being that petty, huh? Ah, that was not what I wanted. Oh, worth noting. They have the lantern. Ow. Alright, I need to get back into the zone. Yes, I get it, crows. Ow. Ah! I'm dead! Like I said, though, guys, if future Loki ever complains about any of the stuff that past Loki looted and or opened and or took while with broken chairs or stuff, just tell him that past Loki sends his regards. More. There we go. There we go. Give me back my crap. Thank you. One thing that is worth noting here, they disappear like they're in a dream and they're being removed from it. Unlike, say, other enemies who have ragdoll. Actually, I'm trying to think. What human-like enemies disappear outside bosses? I'm trying to think. Do we have an example of that? I'm trying to... I think only other hunters, right? Other hunter models? Nice lion engravings. These aren't lions per se, they're beasts, but yeah. Unlike Old Yarnum, which has the bird I don't know, crest, I guess you can call it. We have this little like beast crest, which I always found very neat. Again, it goes with the general how a lot of focus in Old Yarnum on birds, but when the Healing Church introduced itself into Old Yarnum and then starts building up the Upper Yarnum, beast imagery becomes more prominent because, well, there's so many more beasts now compared to before. Nice. We're having a nice clean entry here. Oh no! Ow. God, you guys do not flinch. I was not expecting that. Old hunter garb, say it ain't so. Huh? Oh, sniper boy. The church isn't happy for the house call. We did not order an exterminator! Go back! Ow. Holy hell. Damn. I was hoping he would kind of turn the other way. Ouch. You're terrifying. Yarnum equals Farum Azula confirmed? Yeah. Farum Azula, I can't wait to get to Farum Azula and just see it's literally just copy-pasted Central Yarnum. It's like the Yarnumites were made hairier and that's it. Funny how Elden Ring has a shield with that symbol and a description reminding people not to act like animals, and in the same game an animal attacking a guy at all times to keep him in line. I'm trying to think, which one has the that specific are we talking about the Beast Crest shield? I think that's what it's called. We do not want pineapple. We do not want pineapple on our pizza. It's like, okay, buddy, fine. Whatever you want, sir. Customer's always right. Very well. Oh. No one's going to stop me. Watch that guy kill an enemy who has my echoes. Yep! One of those stupid hunters took my echoes. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Bellringer. Well, Bell Holder, I think is your name, right? Yeah, Bell Carrier, Bell Holder. Dang it. I keep thinking he's gonna turn the other way when he does that, but he doesn't. Oh, there's tracking there. Okay, we're going out. We're going indoors, okay? Indoors. Come on, you got in here. You can get out. There we go. Just in case. Let's go here. And you know what it is, Platy? The only thing I can think of for why there's double audio you're hearing. I don't know how consistent it is, but it's maybe that the microphone is picking up my headphones. That's the only thing I can think of. If so, I need sound canceling headphones up the max. There we go. Of course. I hate stairs. Oh, I mentioned my hatred for stairs. Go on. Oh. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Ow. Go on. Ah, there we go. Perfect. I thought I dodged a little off to the right too much, but no, it works. 17K. Alrighty. Look at our boy, our pal, our man. Our good old Lawrence. Thank you. Good old Lawrence. Yeah. Drink up that sweet nectar in your dreams. Nothing else really notable besides the fact that, you know, he's symbolically posed, yada yada yada. Koss was like, listen, I'm gonna at least let you... The ghost of Koss was like, we're gonna at least let you have a nice little cloth here. Although it kind of looks almost like a rock with the way it's textured, but I guess it's just supposed to be filthy. Daytime. The best boss in the DLC, best soundtrack too. I'll be honest, I was like just okay with Lawrence's OST. Then I learned the lyrics, watching Antonius's stuff that he got, and I was like, okay, it's a million times better now. My favorite drunk Catholic priest. Yeah, he's technically, I guess that's as accurate as can be, huh? I can hear echoes too. It was very obvious when you were trying to take pictures, the hunter, and she swung her weapon. Let's see. Why is this enemy so cool? Why did they design them to be like that? Are we talking about the Nightmare Executioner? I do really like that enemy. Let's see, what else do we got? I'm thinking... Okay, I'm thinking we do the Bloodstar beat, because I don't think I ever showed you guys on stream this entire section up to Ludwig, right? I think I got all the shortcuts and stuff instead, so... Oh, yikes. Oh, right, the trap, I forgot, of course. Get off the... There we go. Victorian L. Ron Hubbard. What the hell is that name? I'm sure that's some pun I'm missing. Oh, Victorian L. Ron Hubbard. Okay. I think it's a stone statue of a cloth. Yeah, it looks very stony, but I can't tell if that's just dirt or if it's actually supposed to be. Yeah, that's real cloth. That's real stone. Nah, I'm not really happy with any of these shots. This is just the normal bridge. Yeah, this is just the Great Bridge, basically. I do like the little addition of having the graves, these nightmare... Like, obviously, they're not, like, the exact same as the Nightmare Frontier graves, right? But the idea is, like, oh, you have, like... This is the graveyard, quote-unquote, of hunters with the River of Blood and all that. It's like all their blood and mucilage and bodies are all piling down there and forming a river. And so, like, all these, like, gravestones are being added. Like, you could... just gotta say, Ghost of Koss has a sense of humor. Oh, right. I thought you were like, wait, were those stones? I don't remember you guys throwing that. Yeah, it's like, okay, no, those are, in fact, bombs. Oh, this is gonna be... Now, these guys, I assume, don't have the wishy effect on their attacks and weapons because they're not a unique model. They're just reskinned Yharnamites. I imagine that's how it works. But I guess we'll see. There we go. Oh. Yeah, I was about to be like, wait a second, those delay. Yeah, same thing here. The great ones are kind of petty for being great ones. Well, that's sort of the thing, right? They were all human ones, right? They're just now of higher, superior intellectual being, that they're beyond even being able to communicate us in the same way as they did before. Right? Oh, whoopsie. So I completely understand the idea as, like, yeah, they're going to be just as vindictive, petty, and emotional as humans are, but they can do a lot more than humans can to get back at you. Like, I really hope Flora really is dead when we hunt her in the nightmare, and isn't like, ah, no, that was just my nightmare body. My true body in the cosmos is totally fine. My assumption is she actually is dead when she manifests in that form. Like, that's her, like, vulnerable position. Because she normally doesn't appear there. And so, like, you know, that's, like, actual, truly great one slain in actual fact. But you never know. Old Hunter top hat. Listen, boys, I get you. You turn into a terrible monster, but... Boom! Ka-boom! Alright, moving this way. Yeah, this is back up to Gilbert's area. Beast blood pellets. Gee, I wonder what that's foreshadowing. I actually want a shot of this. Because it's making me think now. Oh. Well, that's a waste. That's a waste of two. Yeah, something like that. It's making me think I need to mention in my Healing Church analysis when I get to talk about the Hunters and their Beast Scourge that, I should maybe mention Beast Blood Pellets. Yeah, I gotta get around to the editing of the Healing Church thesis now that I've gotten the first draft done. I've been kind of, like, putting it off because it's so big and I've looked at it so many times already that it's like I want a little bit of distance before I start on the editing. And looks like it's gonna come true. Now, let's see, chat. Oh, right, you. Gilbert, what have you done to yourself? Or Izzy, should I call you? I kind of wish I had equipped my stuff. Oh, no, that's yeah, no, that's enough time for that. Darn. Here I was thinking that I could, handle that. Wheelchair Gurman is Izzy. Koss has a reason to be petty, so I'll give her a pass. I've watched something about Koss for a while. If Koss is only dead in the waking world, why is Koss also dead and otherwise absent in the dream and nightmares? Because she is dead. She's dead in both. Okay, so I've said this previously, but it's always good to go over it again. Great ones have tiers, right? The higher you are in the tier list, basically, the better off you are when it comes to how and to what extent you can be quote-unquote dead in the waking world versus in the cosmos, right? Like, let's call this mental death and physical death. And let's also assume that dreams are, for the sake of all intents and purposes, also reality, so it's the same, a physical death there is the same as a physical death in the quote-unquote real world, right? The idea with great ones, like, say, Rom or Koss, is that they did not transform on the other side, they transformed on our side, and so they are strictly limited to this physical plane, despite their increased and incredible intellect, which would have them classify as great ones, or higher ones, as the Japanese would be more accurately. Again, the idea of higher being higher in status, higher in rank, higher in position and place, blah, 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 right? Like, there's a lot of wordplay there. Anyway, so the point there is that, let's say, for example, Flora. Flora, let's say we kill her in the Hunter's dream, she's dead for good. She took a physical form in the dream world, and that resulted in her dying for real, essentially. However, if that was, say, I don't know, just her, like, throwing meteors at us from the cosmos or whatever, and we defeated, I don't know, the meteors or her emissary or something, right? Like, that's not going to kill her or affect her in any way. We can't even fathom how we could kill something that exists up there in the cosmos, right? Like, I guess Bloodborne 2 will invent a rocket and shoot it at a great one on the moon or some shit. So when we kill Rom or Koss, that's it. They're dead. Now, Rom... Oh. In Rom's specific case, Rom already kind of killed herself by transferring her consciousness to the lake as part of... kind of similar to how many of the Great Ones in the Pthumerian ruins became real, right? The highest tier Great Ones, they die on this plane physically because their consciousness has left over into the cosmos. They've made the transition and transcended planes, and then therefore transformed on that side, like Flora. Rom and Koss didn't do that. They're stuck on this plane. So when we kill them, they're dead for real. But Rom, for example, does this thing where, okay, I'm going to transfer my consciousness over to the lake, and therefore I'll be able to act freely. I'm not going to have any trouble being dead if my consciousness is being moved of my own accord. It's not me being forcibly, you know, slain by another player, for example. Gosh, we got to unlock that shortcut quickly. I don't like being weapon at risk here. Let's get my echoes back and do that. Anyway, Koss, on the other hand, she's dead. She's gone. She's, you know, dead as can be. Dead as a doornail. However, like, say, in Cainhurst, as we see, and even Pthumerian ruins, you being dead doesn't necessarily mean the end, because your blood, your dead blood, you know, might have a really strong grudge or attachment to this world still. And that emotional attachment will manifest as a grudge that will turn you into a ghost, right? So this is why when I refer to the Hunter's Nightmare, I constantly try to refer to the ghost of Koss versus just Koss. Because the idea is that it's not really Koss in the full conscious sense as, say, with Rom. It's more so Koss in the sense of her lingering will, specifically surrounding her death, her last will, as it were, her echo of her, is telling her, I want revenge on all those who wronged me. And so, because she's a great one, she doesn't just manifest as a ghost that haunts Cainhurst Castle, right? Or the Pthumerian Labyrinth or whatever, right? Instead, she manifests an entire fucking dream world as a ghost. Her ghost does, I'm saying. Her emotions, her raw feelings, and that creates all of this. So again, this is the justification for reasons why it has some structure to it, but it's not this foolproof thing of why is Koss just letting us go through and stop all this? Because it really isn't her in the conscious sense. That's why she doesn't ever personally go in. The closest we get to that is when the orphan screams, and the Koss's dead soul data, as I call it, in the cosmos, her lingering, I don't know, personality, consciousness, her dormant self that exists now in that, you know, ocean, that mental ocean up above our heads, that through the dream worlds connects, reacts to the sound of her baby cry. Again, you have to. This is so strong that these conscious feelings are in fact forming a curse of cause, all hunters and all that, right? So she's able to sense that baby screech, and then that causes her consciousness and her ghost's reconstituted body in the fishing hamlet to create a bolt of connection, right? It's kind of like, the synapses. Okay, so her physical brain in the nightmare and her actual mind and consciousness in the cosmos has sort of like for a split second gone, and it kind of creates that bolt, which causes that giant electric shockwave, right? So that's not a formal attack by the orphan. The orphan's just making a, like a baby screech or whatever, and that's Mama Koss's, like, knee-jerk reaction of, oh my god, my baby's in pain, it's suffering, it's crying, whatever, right? And that's what we get as a byproduct, right? But it's not like this full-on conscious type of thing. So yeah, that was kind of rambly. Again, I explained this a lot better in my Blood's Beginning, which unfortunately has been lost forever, as far as we can tell, until maybe technology improves and we can maybe recover record player data. Stupid hard drives, never gonna get over that. Hopefully when I'm done writing all the cost stuff or whatever, I'll finally be in the mood to rewrite Blood's Beginning again, because there's a lot of good stuff there on the mechanics of the lore and, like, all the different, like, little small details and evidence building on that I'd love to showcase again. Darn. Here I was thinking I could maybe get it off that way. No, that's too early. Nope, that's too early. Oh, this is all I got. Yeah, I'm not doing enough damage. Okay, well, see you later, bud. I already have your badge. Let's open the shortcut. And then we'll come back here. After repairing. This is also the fact that this isn't, like, Koss fully conscious is also kind of why we get, like, kind of weird technicalities, where it's like people who don't strictly wrong her, like, say, the Eye Collector or that Amygdala corpse we see and stuff like that. We see people like that where it's like, oh, okay, these people who might have at some point killed a beast in some sense, or was involved in the hunting of a beast in some way, end up getting dragged in too as part of her curse. Because that's just how she is. Her ghost is just like, she doesn't care for anything, it's just this instinctual of, okay, I have this broad perimeter on what I count as a hunt, and I'm gonna do that, right? It's not like she's tailor-made. Now, as we can see, certain specific people do get sort of their own tailor-made hell for them, right? Ludwig, Lawrence, Maria, etc., right? Like, certain people who were personally involved in or at least in some way, particularly notable in these incidents, they seem to get Koss's wrath in particular. I don't think Ludwig was personally involved in the actual hunting and the massacre, right? I think he probably... Well, actually, maybe he did come. I guess... well, I guess you could make an argument he could leave the Holy Blades behind and he would join in for this little assignment. But I think it was mostly just Gehrman and his hunters, because the Holy Blades got Yharnam covered. Anyway, hello, sir.
You're a hunter with your sanity, aren't you?
Koss, I want revenge on those who wronged me, and those who had nothing to do with it. I'd say cursing future generations for something they had nothing to do with is petty. Yeah, pretty petty. That's sort of the thing of, hey, you should have known the consequences when you were fucking with a great one. Now it shall not be just you, but your your future generations too, if you think you can avoid it. That's actually, in my Blood's Beginning, I actually kind of go over, and this is like, I don't mention this explicitly, but this would be like my thoughts if I really wanted to dig in deep for why we come here, because I think someone who escaped Yharnam to try to get away from the craziness, but they were high enough that, they were close enough in the inner circle to know about the Hunter's nightmare and all that. They knew when they died that nightmare and stuff was going to be taking them or what have you, and I think that's part of the reason why, like, stopping all the madness was such a big deal. Obviously, this is, like, being kind of, like, retconned with DLC and stuff, but that's sort of my thoughts, I think, on how we got someone to give us the information we need to be like, oh, we got to investigate this thing, and we're going to do this for our buddy here. Sure, nightmares are fascinating.
You sense a secret within the nightmare and cannot bear to think it be. As if the spirit of Bergenland lives on. Such inquisitive hunters do relish the nightmare
Night Scout, in contrast, if I recall correctly, you speculate that the orphan is dead in the waking world, but we find it alive in the waking world and dream. We don't find Orphan alive in the waking world. We find the umbilical cord of Orphan left over. The Orphan in the dream is just a combination of soul data of the actual Orphan with Gurman. Basically, in absence of the actual Gurman for now, it seems that Koss has settled for using some of the... Because, again, the idea is, like, you're not just you, you're you at every instance in the past. So, like, there's Loki here, there's Loki here, there's Loki here as every second passes, right? So all that soul data is available to the Great Ones to use, right? And that's, like, sort of, like, seems to be how messengers are made. Like, you take some of the dead soul data and you quickly, like, whip up something. It's like, okay, it's not perfect, but, like, this is good enough for now for our purposes, right? We don't need the complete copy of the person or whatever to simulate, right? Kind of like how, kind of like Gary's mod or something where you, like, spawn, like, a million or shit or whatever, right? And the idea seems to be, is like, okay, we'll take some of Gurman's data, because we can't get the real Gurman, because his current, like, you know, his final soul data, his soul, his actual living soul is, well, still alive and is currently in Flora's custody. But same thing with Flora, where she can revive Maria, because Maria's soul was already in Ghost of Koss's custody. So it's like, okay. So we'll just, like, take some of the earlier pieces, bits of data for Maria, and then we'll put it together with that doll data, and then, like, we'll create the doll as we know her now. So it's a character who sort of shares, like, again, both Gurman, of course, has some connection feelings to the Koss and the Nightmare, the Orphan and the Nightmare, I should say, and then of course, Doll, of course, feels the same thing in terms of Maria, because they share some quote-unquote data, as I put it. Again, it's much easier when you kind of think of, if you think of nightmares and dream worlds and all this in the sense of simulation theory and ones and zeros, it helps kind of simplify it, I find, in terms of how to think about this shit. So, like, yeah, Orphan is dead in the waking world. Lawrence just had an umbilical cord to offer Flora. Which, honestly, I'll just say this. This might be the worst part of the writing, because obviously they had to explain the umbilical cord somehow. But the problem with the Orphan of Koss and the idea that basically they got their baby they wanted, right? Like, they have this whole thing with Kanehurst, but then Fishing Hamlet comes first because, you know, Koss got pregnant. Very convenient after all this time that she's been waiting, that her plans happen to come to fruition when Lawrence is looking for a baby. Like, again, just plot convenience, whatever. But the whole idea that, like, okay, we have the baby. Okay, we're gonna study the baby. Okay, I think we're done studying the baby. Let's butcher it for parts. Like, that's, like, fine. Like, fine, sure, it's believable, but I'm like, really? You wouldn't want to have a spare on hand before maybe doing that? But again, like, they have to make it all work to be this whole tragic thing of, oh, Lawrence, he never thought things through. He never considered the full ramifications of what he was doing, and now look at where it's gotten him, right? Like, the story kind of doesn't work if you don't make Lawrence kind of a dumbass in that specific moment. But if the Orphan is dead in the waking world, and just like Koss, why would the Orphan not be dead in the Nightmare too? How is the boss fight happening? Is the boss Orphan totally fake? No, like I said, the idea is that the seedbed is, like, Koss's, like, obviously we see with, like, the big shadow creature, right, coming out of the big shadow Orphan that comes out of the womb of Koss or whatever, right, after we defeat the physical Orphan or whatever, right? Like I said, that's combining Gurman with the actual Orphan's data and, like, put them into one, so you create this kind of, like, abomination and monstrosity, because the idea seems to be Gurman killed her and took her baby, so now she's going to make Gurman her baby now forever and help keep this nightmare going, the nightmare that has all his hunters and their descendants whom he led and raised. Like, there's a very karmic, again, the entire idea with a bunch of the major characters in this is that there's a very karmic punishment that awaits all those hunters that are involved in causing Koss to be dead, and obviously she blames basically all hunters and the whole hunting apparatus. So I wouldn't say that the Orphan is totally fake, because again, we're talking about data. So, like, it's like saying, is the doll totally fake Maria? Like, yes and no, because there's parts and aspects of Maria, but it's not the full Maria as she was at the end of her life, right? That's the Maria Gurman would have wanted to have, but he didn't get. That's the Orphan that probably Koss would love to still have if she could. But again, she's just a ghost that's working off a grudge. Like, that's the only thing driving her. So she's not able to be like again, if this was like a conscious sentient Koss, and she could, like, quote unquote somehow survive her death or whatever, she'd probably just be like, okay, fuck off, it's just me and my ghost baby now. This is where this is where trying to understand how the relationship between Queen Killer, Queen Yarnum, and Murgo is sort of important. It's like, okay, we take the... You mentioned this before, Night Scout, the idea of, okay, Murgo has this... What do you call it? I forget the exact scientific term, but it has this almost calcified form to it. Is this a result of us in this quote-unquote timeline we've created in the simulation of the dungeons when right before Queen Killer kills Queen Yarnum, right? So is it that Queen Killer kills Queen Yarnum, but he didn't kill her baby, and then the Mensis comes in afterwards and takes the baby who's still alive at this point? Or do they take the quote-unquote kind of dead baby, but not really, because it is apparently still alive in the nightmare and we have to kill it theirs, right? So it's like, that's where it's sort of like, okay, where is there like another thing with Rom where it's like the baby's not quite dead yet, even in that form? Or is it the full baby again and there's a timeline divergence, and in our case we kill the baby with Yarnum, so we just get the calcified, like, there's a lot of, there's a lot of stuff there that's like, okay, I want to dig in that when I get into Mensis, because those are some of the finer details I'd want to explore all the possibilities for. How could Cos have a child anyway? Aren't the Great Ones sterile? They're not necessarily sterile. Okay, so the idea is that Great Ones lose their children, but it's in the sense that it becomes incredibly difficult. Now, since Rom and Cos are the lesser of the Great Ones, I guess we'll include Ebrietis in there too, it seems to be it's easier the lower you are on the totem pole, right? So if you were someone like Cos, it seems to be that if you can get yourself pregnant if you can get the right, I don't know, what's the word? Inseminator, I suppose. And that's the entire point of working with the fishing hamlet and turning them into fish people. She's trying to create the perfect donor daddy. Let's just get this thing repaired. So you're saying the idea that Murgo is probably already dead long time based on the scientific... Yeah, that's something, again, I have to look at all of that in detail for those enemies in particular. So is the boss orphan like a clone of the real orphan mixed with a clone of Gurman? Basically, like I said, it's much easier if you think of everything in this universe is composed of ones and zeros, think simulation theory. So there's our reality, where basically everything that happens in the waking world, the true reality, is being copied in the cosmos, right? So it's one and the same, right? There's two sides of this universe, the physical side of blood and the mental side of blood. The mental side is the cosmos, the physical side is the waking world. So when the waking world does something and the timeline continues, all of that's being recorded in the cosmos, right? And it becomes this giant Akashic record, essentially, of all events, actions, people, etc., right? Now, Great Ones, because they've sort of hacked themselves into the system, it's kind of like they're lucid dreaming in death, right? So when we have all these Great Ones who are buried or whatever, and the Thumerians are guarding their graves, and they still have all this high-quality blood, that's because their consciousness transferred over into the system, but it's not this thing where they're controlled by, like, unconscious forces or things like that. They are fully conscious and in control, and therefore, and they have the knowledge and understanding of the universe in order to not only accomplish that, but also to kind of manipulate the system, as it were, right? So it's like, okay, I can do these things, like, say, the Nightmare of Mensis with, Murgo's Wetners, right? Creating the nightmare and all the stuff that goes along with it to protect Murgo and all that stuff. Like, that's a matter of, like, okay, I take some of that data, I mix it together, create these weird freaking executioner things, blah, blah, blah. And then, in that case, we have to think of the idea of, again, the doll is kind of, sort of, Maria, in the same way that the Orphan of Cos is kind of, sort of, the real child of Cos. Hey, Vincent. Hey, Loki, nice having you back. Yeah, sorry I had to not stream for a week, guys. Like, again, apologies to all those who might have missed me. It was just a week where I could not afford to stream. I had to be on standby, like, at any moment. So it was just, I didn't want to do that to you guys, where it's like, I start the stream, and then, like, an hour in, I get the email or the call or whatever, and I'm like, okay, I gotta head out now. Like, I just didn't want to do that to you people. So I had to just take the week off. I don't know what else I want to do here, though. I guess we'll get the level up. And then we'll go back. What's our... That'll do. No. Well, whether it's ones to zeros or not, it's a second orphan rather than the original, which can exist separately or is otherwise dead. Yes, but again, it's sort of the thing of what makes you you. If there's something that is exactly like you, with your exact same memories, like, body, everything, is that really, can you really call that a second you? It's just as real as the real you, right? Now, I guess that's a philosophical question. So, I suppose you can argue then on, so we could kind of like quibble on the exact terminology we should be using on this. But like I said, for all intents and purposes, it's taking at least elements of the original and combining it with elements of Gurman to create the entity we know as the Orphan of Kos. How much you consider that the Kos's baby, I suppose you could say, is not. I think the baby's still considered a Great One, right? So it's still at least classified under Great One status. Well, obviously from, you know, the way it looks and all that. Probably not surprising that that data got in. That's sort of the idea. You done? There we go. Thankfully, you didn't get this guy up here. That guy could have ambushed me and made things a lot more trouble. Ay. Oh, gosh. There's too many of you. Excuse me. There we go. Oh. Ah! Ow, I'm gonna die. There we go. Where the hell? Listen, you want blood so badly, go somewhere else. Ow. All of you are awful. I hate you. Your mother's never loved you. This is evil. Yeah, I'm not fighting all this. That's way too much flesh to have to fight through. I'm kind of interested in fighting Bloodstarved, though. I don't need blood chunks anymore, but okay, sure. Ah! I forgot there's first you! Ow! It hurts, chat. The Gatling gun hurts. Oh, no. Alright. I can't believe that worked. No time. Oh, okay, no. There we go. I will fight you in this darkness if it's the last thing I do. Oh. My man, he dodge rolled. There we go. And then he met the stun lock in the corner. I was waiting for that moment where it was like, okay, I have the entire corner to myself. Let's just mow him down. Man, this river. It's a river. Ah! Beast patience everywhere. I mean, sure. If you're gonna be scared of fire. Oh no! He noticed me, chat. Okay, so, chat. Where's my, lantern? There we go. Okay, that's better. More blood chunks. God, I wonder why there's so many bloodstone chunks. Why are there so many blood chunks here? At the end of the river, where all the bodies and blood are really piling up. Jeez, I wonder if it's trying to tell us something. Oh my. Oh. That damage, chat. Ah, that was too early. Man, I'm so used to ranging attacking this that doing melee is kind of weird now. Oh. Man, we're not even phase 2. Darn. This is going to be awful. Alright, so I think I know what I need to do now. I think we're gonna need some Call Beyond. I think we need to go call in some help. Oh, oh, ow. Damn, I thought she was gonna do the combo, but that's good. Come on. Not having the music for this fight is super weird, by the way. I'm just noticing this now. I think I beat this guy, like, relatively quickly, so I never noticed before, but here in New Game Plus, I'm like, huh. Fighting this boss without the boss music. Also, he never went to phase 2. I could have swore he did. Oh well, if he doesn't, that's fine. That actually makes more sense lore-wise. More. What a shocker. Look at all these Amygdala arms. We're in the cave underneath the big Amygdala, hilariously enough. Is the Black Ghost at the end related to the original Orphan, or is that just a bit of data, like a bootleg curse that's destroyed instead of sent to find wherever Cross's Ghost/Archive is? Cause that's a good question on like how exactly does it relate? Cause okay, is that say the original data of the true Orphan, right? And that's why they make it a silhouette, because you know they don't have like little baby things, so they just kind of take the boss model and kind of like make a silhouette to represent that instead. Maybe could also be a case of we kill, of course, the fake Orphan or whatever with the Gurman data, but that doesn't affect Gurman whatsoever, so it's quite possible that that's the same boss data, and it's still the seedbed or whatever, but we've stripped it of its physical body or form, right? So all that's left is, what's left over is the spiritual, again, the data for the curse, as it were, right? It's the essential idea definitely seems to be it's the curse of Koss's grudge, right? Like, this is where all this is coming from in, like, a manifest form. And that's what the Orphan of Koss boss is supposed to be protecting. But whether the idea is that, okay, its physical body itself is like a shell protecting that, and like if we left that curse alone, it would like rebuild the body eventually and like bring them back in. This is kind of like the question of when we kill these hunters and Maria and Ludwig, are we permanently freeing them from the nightmare? Or will the Ghost of Koss just grab their soul data at some point and just start this all over again at later down the line? I don't know. That's an interesting question to think about. I could definitely see an argument for both sides of that. But yeah, that's something. Again, when I get to my own Hunter's Nightmare analysis and like really dig into the thesis there, I'm gonna have to start considering those possibilities and figure out where I land. Excellent questions today, guys. Party Cave is still going strong in 2023. Yeah, like, holy hell. Pungent Blood. Yeah, Pungent Blood might have actually made that fight trivial. That's true. I just don't use Pungent Blood at all. I really should, especially considering how easily it works on beasts. Like, Beast Boss, it's like, oh, give free 5 seconds of just wailing on you. Oh, whoopsie. Wish I could do that for some of the Great One bosses. Then again, I don't need to, as every edit showed. For VOD viewers, they'll know what that means as we go through this. Excuse me. Pardon me, sir. Listen, I know you're enjoying that constable. Actually, I should have stuck in gun form. Dang it. I whiffed. Please tell me the dog is dead. No, the dog is not dead. It's got 1 HP. Also, I have no blood vials. This is the worst possible scenario. Ow! You're not... Ow! Ow! My man just triple-shotted me. Doesn't Gehrman sleep a bit more soundly once you beat the Orphan of Kos and attack the Black Ghost? Yeah, when you beat the Black Ghost, yes. But again, that's the question of, is this because Gehrman is no longer being possibly bound by the Nightmare because he hasn't caught Ghost of Kos is after him, but it hasn't actually gotten him yet? Or is that because, like you said, that black thing we kill is, again, the same data with Gehrman and Orphan of Kos? Again, I could see an argument both ways. I think the latter argument is slightly stronger, like just prima facie, because you have to kind of go with the interpretation then that the black, the black silhouette of the Orphan of Kos is because they don't have a baby model or appropriate baby model that could work better or just as well in that situation. Like I said, that'd be where I would land if I were to say it right now. But again, I'd want to do the thesis first and think it over some more on that front. We don't need to kill you guys. Can we go here actually? No, we cannot go below there. We have to go around. Okay. Dude's like, I summoned the people. They did not heed my call. Well, sucks to be you, sir. Hello there. Bye-bye there. No, go back to... No, go back to your river. No, ow. This hurts. Ow. Stop it. Stop it. Oh. Ah! I pressed the wrong button! That's not the button I should be pressing. There we go. There we go. Alright, now I'm good. Oh. Woo! Ow! Yep, there goes 75k. Darn it, I just need to kill the dogs one by one. I need to stop trying to get past them. Is ever specifically stated as to why the Great Ones want children? Surely it's not just to raise them. It's not stated outright. The implication seems to be that the Great Ones just it's sort of like the idea of you don't realize you had something until you lose it. And so when they jump-started their own evolution and put themselves so close to the end of the evolutionary scale, because keep in mind, the idea of the Great Ones losing children is sort of based on this idea that as you advance and become as you advance as an entity, a being, a race, you have less children over time. This is based on the idea of how first world countries are having, obviously, population declines because they're not having as many kids as, say, third world countries, right? So this idea that Miyazaki has of, okay, as you sort of advanced as your minds and your intellects advance, so does your ability to have children decrease, right? And this takes in full manifest form in the Great Ones, where they're at the end of the evolutionary chain, right? When you are in the tier where you are practically, for all intents and purposes, a perfect being, quote unquote, You don't need you don't have the evolutionary need to continue changing and evolving through progeny. You don't need those generations to continue mixing and matching and producing and developing and all that. So therefore, it's much harder for a Great One to have a child than, say, a human. Because of that, Great Ones try really, really hard to varying extents to try to mitigate that, at least the ones we interact with anyway. Because we have to imagine there's like hundreds, maybe thousands of Great Ones out there. Again, how many stars are there in the sky? Maybe even millions. But like, we only interact with like, what, 5, 6 of them? Like, these are the ones who like have enough interest in humans to have children, so it's like, it's not like it's that many in the grand scheme of things necessarily. Again, maybe there are more, but we don't know what the full numbers would be to give a good ratio. We kind of have a bias of only seeing the Great Ones who interact with us and not all the other Great Ones who say, fuck off, or we'll chuck a meteor at you. But yeah, the idea seems to be they realize, oh shit, I don't get to have a childbirth. I don't get to create a new progeny. I don't get to leave something behind or have a legacy, right? There is nothing, there's nothing that I'm able to produce or create that is wholly unique from myself to come after me. And that seems to be why they're so obsessed with trying to use humans to try to help them facilitate a Great One who can still comport with that idea of, okay, this can be something completely new and different and change. That can be my child. And as we see, at least with the wet nurse, that seems to come with caring for the child too, right? The nurturing aspect as well. So yeah, I think it's a bit deeper than that, but when you boil it down, it really is just they want to raise kids. There we go. Hey, Nobre. Ayo, what is Bloodborne alpha lore? We don't know because we don't have much. Oh, no, you know what? Actually, we do have, like, the really alpha script for, like, the general premise of, like, the plot for at least, like, the first third of the game. The first act, I should say. Oh, right, yo. Dog's not gonna attack? Okay. Come on. Come on, Fido. There we go. Man, this stuff is real dangerous. I didn't realize how tight these corners can make things. I'm so used to having so much space to work with. This feels a little claustrophobic almost for a Bloodborne. But again, in New Game, you don't really feel this as much, because, like, by this point, like, you can plow through so many of these enemies. I'll be honest, I don't care enough about you to kill you, so... But anyway, alpha lore for Bloodborne was basically, you're sick, I guess you caught a plague in your village or whatever, so you decide you're gonna come all the way over here to Yharnam in order to get the cure, because apparently this thing called the Healing Church, and that's unique to Yharnam, has this special fancy new blood treatment that can make all your problems go away. And so, in order to solve that, the Healing Church does this thing with the blood transfuser. And suddenly, you wake up and you're like, hey, wait a second. How much time has passed? You go find this random lady in there, and she's like, oh, yeah, you've been out for like 2 or 3 weeks or whatever. And like, yeah, you know that buddy you came with? Because apparently you met a friend along the way, and you kind of got all buddy-buddy with him, named Lawrence. And this Lawrence guy, he was so concerned for your health after you kind of fell into a coma. And he's like, what did I do to wake you up? Okay, I gotta go to the church? Okay, so I'll go over to the church, right? And then it's like, okay, so you're supposed to go follow him and try to find out his whereabouts, and like you talk to NPCs and stuff, they're like, oh yeah, he went over to Cathedral Ward, but you can't do that now, blah blah, and then you go over to the Cathedral Ward to go talk to the bishop there, Mr. Nobert, or Hubert as he's called in the Japanese version. But then, yeah, that doesn't work out. He turns out to be like Cleric Beast or some shit, and you kill Cleric Beast. And then you know how it goes from there. Apparently, if I recall correctly, you meet Mikolash after that, but it might not be the Mikolash we're familiar with. It might be Willem, because Willem was originally named Mikolash. His model that we actually see in game is called Mikolash's Husk. So yeah, like again, yeah. Keep in mind, Lawrence used to be called Ashton. We almost got our big bad of Bloodborne, and his name was gonna be Ashton. Like holy fuck, we dodged a bullet there. That's a blood bullet and a half that we totally didn't take. I apologies to the one Ashton in my chat. But I'm sorry, that's not a villain's name. Especially not for a Victorian game like Bloodborne. Up. Dang it. Alright, gonna do a plunging? Come on, get down here. Well, okay, if not. Damn, Ashton! Yeah, exactly. Damn it, Ashton! How could you do this? Like, I just can't take it seriously. It sounds like Ashton is like Watson. It's one of those names where you expect to hear it for, like, the sidekick character. It's not a main villain name. No offenses to the Ashton there. It's a great name. I just... Ashtons have to be good guys. That's all I'm saying. There we go. I'd love to beat up on an Ashton. No, no! The Ashton is a good, innocent man. Don't. Stop it, Platty. Objective. Kill Ashton! You people are awful. That's so normal. Yeah, it's like, it's such a... It's literally the name of a high school quarterback. Yeah, like, it's one of those types of names. Like, you're like... It's just not... It's not the name that makes you feel like, ah, yes, he's the bad guy. He invokes fear. Also, we got Vermin. Wait, do I... I don't have the lead thing on. That's actually surprising. I didn't realize you could get that naturally. In that case... Okay, I think we got everything else we could possibly need here, so... Yeah, we're safe. Let's just get down then. Oh. Excuse me. Let's go to the other part. Come on. There we go. Now these guys scare me, chat. Hello? Hello, sir? I can't believe that worked. I got that, like, on the very first frame I could possibly get that. That was so early of me. Oh, of course. Dang it. I'm actually okay with that. Go on, do it again. Dang it, not that one, the other one. There we go. Perfect. Thank you. Ow! It hurts. Look, we're back at the plaza, chat! It's the plaza, second round 2. It looks a little different. That sucks. Ow, that sucks even more. There we go. Oh my god, that... There we go. There we go. I was like, I can get behind him at some point. But he has to have his back to the wall every single time we try something. Oh, damn, he's smarter than me. I'm being outsmarted by a brain-dead enemy. Literally, actually brain-dead. go. Thank you. And dead. Now he's just dead. Ashton might have played varsity ball at Bergenworth U. Exactly. Oh, God. Like, there's just so many jokes you could have made if our villain ended up being called Ashton. Ashton at the Bergenworth University. Like, it's just such a... like I said, we dodged a blood bullet. Alright, we know where the boss is here, so there's nothing really too crazy. Where's that eye collector? Come on, yeah, come on, there you are. You've taken out your last eye, punk! Ooh, just in time, too. Here's the character who's internally named Henrietta. Yes, that same summon for this very boss fight. Interesting thing to consider. Fear the old blood, Ashton. Next we'll find out G-Man's name was originally Jeremy. Oh, God. Imagine if Gurman was Jeremy or something. Like, no, please. God have mercy on all our souls. Yeah, it makes you have to wonder how much of this was renovated out and how much of this is just, oh, it's a nightmare. Don't think too hard about it. I could honestly go either way on this. For now, for the Healing Church thesis, I'm going to assume this will indicate renovations, but I could easily see myself removing that line in the future. Oh. Forgot. There we go. Let's quickly get this thing repaired, and then we'll do our last little run, and then... Bloodborne's done, chat! I'm glad I took out extra time today, because I kind of figured that this might happen. We would have a really long stream, but you know what? I'm enjoying it. You guys have always made it a blast. Let's go this way, then this way, and then after that, we shall head to the Nightmare Church. The cool friend became an outer god of red moonlight that plans to exterminate humanity in the entire cosmos. I mean, Lawrence isn't any one of the outer gods, but yeah, like the idea that the Flora / moon presence and all that, like it could have been like she could the Flora dealt with Ashton. Like it's such a terrible idea. But it is funny to think that Lawrence was once like your friend and then they made him the big bad. I approve of this. Lawrence is a great villain. I don't know if he's like Miyazaki's top tier villain on the same level as like say Gwyn or Allant. Marika's a hard one to decide because how much of that is Miyazaki and how much of that is Martin, right? So I'm gonna kind of exclude her in this case. Though honestly, the more I look into Marika, the more I'm really liking her as a character, even if not as a villain. So like, there's that. Man, I'm making all the wrong moves. Okay, let's try this again. Oh my god. You bamboozled me. Oh, come on. Darn. Okay. Okay, I get you. Yikes. Bro got no insight. Okay, did I miss anything else? With the different tiers of great ones, how did, say, Odin transform? Did he die of old age or something and his ghost became a great one? I'll be honest, again, Odin's one of those I want to do last, because, like, Odin's kind of like his own little thing. Like, he's separated enough from a lot of events where he's not critical to the plot in any significant way, other than seemingly maybe early Healing Church was trying to do stuff with him, and then, like, people who continued working the chapel were continuing to do stuff with him. But the general gist that I've got is that Odin basically is like at the highest tier, right? Like Odin doesn't even have a physical, like it doesn't become some sort of eldritch abomination of unfathomable logic of why it takes the form it does. Like Odin is just, I have no form, I'm just blood. Because that's the ultimate ideal, right? Of what all of this is culminating to. Everything is blood. It's all started with blood. It will all end in blood because everything ultimately comes from blood. And the idea that this physical and mental side, you have Odin sort of transcending in the way in that he's not just in the mental side of blood, he can also be in the physical side of blood itself, and that is his quote-unquote form. Similar ideas we, of course, see in Elden Ring with the idea of the formless mother of blood. This idea that the end of an entity which simply is the blood. So it seems, and now, as I've said, I'm not going to go any deeper into stuff like, okay, what star would Odin be in that case if he's like the highest tier and things like that. Like that's again all stuff I want to investigate on like a separate like analysis where I could just focus on everything. I've covered everything else in writing. I have an opinion on all of that stuff, and it's all like complete, consistent, blah 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 blah. And then I want to tackle Odin in full because I think that he's a character that again everyone loves. He's very interesting and stuff. But I don't think he's plot relevant enough that I need to tackle him now, and that I feel like I'm just better suited dealing with some of these other topics. Like Hunter's Nightmare. I'd rather get into the nitty-gritty for Hunter's Nightmare for a thesis right now than Odin. Again, I have ideas, but I wanna develop them more. Okay, now this should be the last item. Give it to me! Give it to me now! Blood vials. Give me your blood vials. God, Gale is such a great theme. You could literally have him give me your Dark Soul line for, like, anything. I love it. Alright, ready, chat? Time for the jump scare. Ah! Oh, no! And there we go. Really good. Again, same thing with the River of Blood. I like how the closer you get to the source of the river, the headwaters, as it were, the more you see all these like cursed like heads and bodies and shit. All this blood that's been flowing down. Yeah, nothing else here. All right, we're going back. We're going back. Oh no! I'm going to be killed. Again, I guess we're gonna let Izzy live. Maybe Izzy can survive another day. Hello, sir.
Beware.
Yeah. And with that, chat, I think that's where we're gonna end the Let's Play. Or rather, I will say that to all everyone who is not watching the VODs, because there is much more of this Let's Play to see on those. Again, thank you everyone who has been watching me so far, both for this Let's Play and for the channel. I really appreciate all of you. It's been great having you. It's great talking to you, great sharing thoughts with you. And all I gotta say now is, bye-bye.